Good morning, everybody. Kim Hewitt here from Success and Colour. Welcome to my Facebook page. Today I have Lebo with me. She's a very special guest. I was on her radio station a couple of years ago and I did a whole hour session with her on affirmations. So welcome, Lebo. Welcome to Success and Colour.
Hello, Kim. It's so nice to see your platform and to be honored. Thank you so much for having me.
It's lovely to have you here. Lebo and I are going to chat, and we've chatted earlier about her dance program and being more playful and more joyful, even in these times that we are going through at the moment. Lebo, would you like to first introduce yourself, tell us who you are, what you are about, and then we can chat about your program that you offer.
Fantastic. All right. So my name is Lebo. I am a heart intelligence coach and a joy facilitator. Now, what we want to talk about more is the joy facilitation part. The joy facilitation part is really about an extension. It's like an extension of the soul dive, which you were on previously, which is about helping guide people to finding their joy, to finding that those things within themselves that can help them to live a life that they are proud of and that they're creative and enjoy, that it is fulfilling. And especially now with everyone going through the pandemic, I found that a lot of us are not connecting with each other the way that we used to. And it's a little bit scary when you consider that even in malls, when people pass each other, I live in the Eastern Cape where people usually greet one another. Now with the masks, nobody's trying to greet anybody. Everyone's just trying to, the social distance has created distance in connection of people. So we have soul dance, which is a movement that really is very derived from the Secret Sunrise, where we've got the silent disco headphones, and the music is curated to take you on an emotional journey. And this emotional journey, I find a lot of times is very liberating for people, for stress relief, for connecting with nature, because we do a lot of our dances outside, and connecting with other people as well. We also have some events that we do, and we are available for special higher events, like maybe if you're having a birthday party or a bachelorette or whatever, because at the heart of it, the whole thing is about playfulness and just finding joy and expressing yourself.
All right. So you showed me a video earlier you did at a birthday party where you had the guests doing the dance. And you were saying sometimes that they're quite surprised because obviously you're connecting with that inner child, with that playful self, And do you want to just want to explain a bit more as to what happens with the dance and how people can get involved with that?
Yeah. So, people, one of my favorite quotes is, people don't get old. Don't stop playing because they get old. They get old because they stop playing. Because think about it, when you can go outside and just hop around and just be silly. One of my favorite things to do for the longest time has been to hang out with like a 6 to 8 year old. That time. They just don't care about nothing. Nothing scares them. They just can be standing there one moment, having a nice, decent discussion, and the very next moment, they just like, I'm going to do some cartwheels. There they go, doing cartwheels, So a lot of what we do is engaging the imagination. So I might say a word in guidance that's like, okay, let's gallop, or pretend you're on a horse. And all that pretense, all of that, there are layers of us that are not being stimulated as we are going through normal life. We're going through work and stuff like that. And play is very stimulating of creativity. It stimulates your own creativity, and as well as the way that you connect with yourself. Because during a time of playing, there's that carefree sort of spirit that we're allowed to sort of surface and come up to the top. And that is very useful for releasing some of those happy hormones and whatnot, but also for seeing yourself in a different light. And the biggest project each one of us has is ourselves, knowing the self. That is the biggest project that each and every one of us has. But what happens is that when we are living a life that is regimented and routined and everything is exactly the way that we can expect, it begins to shut some of the doors, because the mind is a lazy thing. If you don't give your mind challenges, it's just going to keep you safe by keeping you doing exactly the same things all the time.
Like habitual patterns over and over and over. Yeah.
Exactly. So you're almost like on autopilot. Cannot be on autopilot in one of our dances.
No.
If you get in there,
that's good.
The only thing you know for sure is that you're going to surprise yourself. You're going to engage with your imagination. You're going to engage with your inner child. You're going to release a lot of stress, because for really that hour, there isn't really time to think about the ish that stresses you out, because you don't know what I'm going to say we must do next. I mean, I might just ask that we act like spaghettis in a moment. I might just ask that, you know, we act like monsters in a moment. I might just ask you to channel your inner Beyonce in a moment. So, you know, just that preparedness and that readiness to just like flow and do things and really just have maximum fun. In the very beginning, I ask people to make a commitment. So we make agreements in the beginning of the dance. And the agreement that I always ask people to make with me is that they're going to A, bring their absolute best self, but B, have maximum fun. So I, for instance, suggest that you get on all fours and bark like a dog, and you don't really want to do that, then do something else equally as preposterous, maybe. So I don't mind that you're not following my exact guidance, but that you continue to have fun and continue to be in your very best, most expressive self.
It also helps with people realizing their uniqueness and realizing that everybody has imperfections and perfections and strengths and weaknesses and so on, so that you feel a oneness and not necessarily a competition between people, just a oneness to express yourself and maybe become more authentic, you know, after all. Yeah. Lebo, thanks so much for chatting. Sorry, did you want to mention something else?
No, I was saying that's a very good point, because at the heart of it, we just connect with what is similar and, you know, with what makes us all human. So our heartbeats, our love for the sun, for nature, all of that, the things that bring us together rather than the things that separate us. That's what we focus on.
Excellent. Where can someone get hold of you if they wanted to join the dance group, or alternatively book a separate function?
So here on Facebook, we are on Soul Dive with Lebo. That's our Facebook group as well as page. The details for contact are listed under there on Soul Dive with Lebo. And you'll find some details about soul dance as well.
Okay, so I'll pop the link in the description of the video when I put it out on Facebook, and then anyone who would like to chat to Lebo is welcome to do so. Lebo, thank you so very much for joining me today on Success and Colour, and I look forward to chatting to you again, and look forward to joining one of your dance groups if I can in the future. So thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank you so much for having me. All the best to everyone.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.